Okay, so we're talking about the A cage here, and I was just mentioning that we could just look at it as intervals, and it helps to talk about intervals once we get to the tritonics. So this is the diatonic A cage right here, okay, and I was working on this morning. Now this is the representation of the A pentatonic and the tritonic, or the triads, the triad arpeggio. So you've got 5 root 3 5 root 3 5. That's the A arpeggio. Okay, I'm not going to do it that fast. We got 5 root 3 5, and then root, then the third, which is warped over. You see how it's warped over, and then 5. Okay, so we did outline an A chord there, and then pentatonically, it's also listed here 5 6 7 root 2 3. It's 5 6 root 2. Okay, because remember the 7 only comes in when we're doing the 5th shape from A. So A is 1 2 3 4 5, or you can do it minor. But the 4th is the D shape and the 5th is the E shape. Why? Because when we're playing an A shape C, right? The 4th is D shape and the 5th is G shape. Okay? So the D and the E 4th and 5th notes are only added into, I've added these guys in here. Okay, and this is important. It doesn't mean, pay attention to this or you're not going to get it. I mean, it's important. That's why I have to explain that first we go, if we're going to do the root, we'll do a diatonic, which would be 5 6 7 root 2 3 4 5 6 7 root 2 3 4 5 6. You can start that from the root, obviously, but we're going to start it from the A position, which starts from the 5th. It's almost like a massive inversion. So we're starting from the 5th. So we have this, it's this everything chord. And then we're going to do that everything chord in a massive inversion here. That's the diatonic. It's just a massive inversion. However, when we should really talk about inversions with the pentatonic. So we have root 2 3 5 6. Okay, and then the A is actually I don't know, it's something like the first, second, the third inversion of that, like this. Down in the mush, you can't hear it. It's the third inversion, so it's just the third inversion of a pentatonic scale. So we can call it pretty much still a pentatonic scale, just as it's just an inversion. So we can start on 5 and call this a diatonic. 5 6 7 root 2 3 4 5 6 7 root 2 3 4 5 6. Now, an important thing to remember, if we're going to go to the 4th and the 5th shapes, these are shapes now. These aren't, and this even isn't the key of A. It's just the A shape, which is root in whatever key you're playing in. We go to the 4th shape is going to be R4 6. You see, so it'd be root 4 6 in the key of C. So the key of C is 5 root 3, okay, but it's probably up here. 5 root 3 for the key of C, right? So up here it's like that, and then we're going to go to root 4 6. Root 4 6. C, F, A. But we don't have to worry about that root 4 6 numbering in this method that I have. It makes it really easy. So let's keep looking at it. And I'm not going to, I'm not going to delay explaining it to you like it was a commercial and the guy's taken 10 years to to get to it, and he never gets to it until you click on the link and add your email. I'm going to explain to you right now what it is, because this is part of the lesson, and the way it is you don't have to learn which particular individual notes in a string shape are going to be used to go to the fourth and the fifth, and that's also going to allow us, make it easier to go to the minors of those fourths and fifths too. So remember, the fifth is going to be what? Is second inversion. Everything seems to be second inversion in the AK, so it's 2, 5, 7. So we got root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root. The fourth is root 4, 6. The fifth is 2, 5, 7. Okay, so right here the fifth is going to be E shape, so it's 2, 5, 7 there. Notice the 7 has the E shape annotated there, so that's not part of the A shaped or the D shaped pentatonic. And then with we have the D annotated for the pentatonic in the D shape. So D shaped pentatonic is okay. So we got 5, 6, root 2, and then only the D shape has the fourth. See, that's not part of the root pentatonic. The root pentatonic is like, but the fourth is. So here's 4 and 3. The method I'm going to explain to you makes it possible not to worry about the numbering when we go to the fourth and the fifth. And that is because we're just going to substitute individually. We're going to substitute the fourth of the A shape, which is the D shape. So we're just pretty much going to play a D shape there, string by string substitution. Okay, so the D shape would be, okay, so we remember that the D shape, okay, over here in the D box, let's look at that. Remember that the D shape pentatonic is going to be 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 root, okay, and then 4, 5. Let's see, that D shape pentatonic. 2, 3, 5, 6 root 2, okay, 3, 5, 6 root 2, 3. So we've got 5 root 3 right there is our D-shaped root chord. So D, we're going to count 2 and 3 there. So back in the A cage over here, we're going to substitute, we're going to, overlay the D onto this A here, and it's going to go 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2, 3. That's how we're going to play it like that. And it ends up being our D cage. Now we'll see how that, and then similarly, we're going to overlay the E shape for the fifth. Now let's just look at the E shape. The E shape pentatonic is going to be root 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2. Here we have it, 5 root 3, our regular E-shaped chord in second inversion, 5 root 3. Okay, looking back at the A cage now, since the E is the fifth of it, we're gonna just overlay and think those E numbers now. It's very important to think the E numbers, which are easy now, because now, once again, it's a pentatonic scale, root 2, 3, 5, 6, just starting on 5. So it's going to be 5, 6, root 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, so in the E box, if we're playing a pentatonic scale, okay, remember the E started on what? One more time with that E over there. It started on root, okay, because he always starts on root. So he's going to go root 2, 3, 5, 6 root,